Bonjour tout le monde and welcome to Musings of a Fox. My name is Gabrielle and this week's video is a summer wedding guest makeup tutorial. If you have a long list of weddings to attend this summer and you're not sure how to toe the line between appropriate and fun, I got you covered. Just stay tuned. So in the interest of everyone's sanity, I've already gone ahead and put on my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil and my Glam Glow Glow Starter in Nude Glow. First, I'm going to put on my Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. I like to let my eye primer set a little bit and get a little tacky, so while that's say, I'm actually going to put on my face primer, which can set in while I do my eyes. For primer for this video, I'm going to be using Smashbox's Photo Finish Foundation Primer. One pea-sized amount, for the most part, covers my whole face. I'm going to give a little extra love to the chin since it's having some issues today, as we can see. Make sure the coverage we put on that really sticks. Okay guys, so for this tutorial, I'm throwing it back to one of my favorite palettes of all time. Fortunately, it's not available anymore, but I know the colors I use are easily dupable. I will try and put some down below in the description bar for you guys in case you don't have this palette. But because of the star of this look, I decided to keep it in the family, and I am using the Kat Von D Vida Loca palette. Specifically, these beautiful purples in here. So to start us off, I'm going to be very lightly, very gently taking Lorac, this beautiful creamy yet sparkly shade here. Yeah. I'm going to be taking that at my brow bone and then a light wash all over the lid. And then for the crease I am taking, oh my gosh, I can't read these. For the crease I am taking Noble. And then to give us just a little bit of a darker crease before we go in with the fun colors, I'm going to mix up a little bit of Vox and Strutter. Just kind of bounce between the two. Now that we have a good structure, it's time to get into the fun. So I'm going to go in with Anthem very lightly. See, the problem with this palette is it's so pigmented that very lightly, like the lightest of strokes, gives you a lot of power. And then for just a smidge more fun, we're gonna go into Swoon with another fluffy crease brush. But just a little. To give a base to our pop star of the show color, I'm gonna be taking the lavender shade from this palette, Muse, and running it lightly all over the lid. Want something for our iridescent shadow to stick to. That's not gonna fight it, but also gives a little bit of backup. Alrighty, time for my favorite part that I've obviously been teasing by using this palette as my mirror for this tutorial. It is the Kat Von D Alchemist Holographic palette. And yeah, that baby right in the center there. I'm coming for ya. That is Ultraviolet Amethyst with a flat shader brush. And this shadow is just, it's a bit like a powdered glow stick is about the only thing I can compare it to. It is so truly luminous and iridescent and glowy. It just looks otherworldly on the eyes. Yeah, once you have that lid color, the crease doesn't look as scary now, does it? Maybe the lid color might scare you a bit, but this is one of my absolute favorite eyeshadows and one of my favorite eye looks that I wear to every wedding I can if I can wear the dress that you see in the pictures with it, and especially if I wear black, and I just let my makeup do the talking. Now on to some liner. One of the big, you know, what do I do is about weddings is if you're a crier, or honestly in some summer weddings a sweater, you know, you start sweating a little bit, especially if they do an outside ceremony and the programs aren't fans. You want a liner that's going to stick with you all day. If I had it with me, I would be using the Kat Von D liner in Trooper, but I don't, so I'm going with a drugstore brand, which is MIlani's Eye Tech Bold Liquid Eyeliner. It looks like a Sharpie for your eye. Kind of smells like a Sharpie for your eye. I'm not entirely convinced this isn't a Sharpie now. Alrighty, on to lashes and mascara. I have somewhere put my lash curler. So while I feel like this liner is actually really good at densely getting the lash line, I am going to tightline really quick with my black smudge liner I cull from Pat McGrath Labs. I believe this was from the Dark Star little kit. I finally got my hand on some Pat McGrath. If only I could get my hands on the lips. So it's not to get black liner everywhere. I'm taking it on a Smith 212 and just getting in this inner corner where I can see some flesh tone. Alrighty, some eyelash torture device by Tarte. The Tarte eyelash torture device, makers of the guillotine. So I actually don't wear false lashes to weddings in general, actually, summer or not. Especially in the summer because I get really sweaty, but especially because weddings, you might end up crying, or you might get drunk and then you pass out and forget to take off your eyelashes. So it's just safer to go with a waterproof mascara, and so I'm taking Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof version. I've mastered not opening my mouth and going, but I still make the eyes, because you have to. Yeah, this mascara is pretty thick, but I don't really feel like I'm missing anything but not having some lashes. So I said earlier, our primer should be nice and settled in now. Our skin is still pleasantly dewy, but not dried out, but not too moist. So let's go in with that beauty blender. So taking my Once Peach beauty blender, which is now very foundation stained. Don't know why they made it, because now you see all the foundation versus the pink one where you didn't. So I'm taking Studio Skin 15 Hour Wear from Smashbox in 1.1. So I'm a weirdo who likes to put their foundation on the beauty blender. And then I like to boop it around my face in places. And now we lightly punch ourselves in the face for the next 5 minutes. I'm going to be taking the Gimme Brow from Benefit, and I have 2 colors I like to mix. I have a full-size Benefit Gimme Brow in 3 and a little mini one in 1, and I like to do the majority of my brows with 3 and then use 1 for a little bit of color dimension. I have very weird curly eyebrows. They look really thick and dense, which is great, but they're actually not. They're just very long and very curly. So if you pluck the wrong one, you have a giant gap. And so I kind of let my eyebrows do mostly what they want and just tame them with some cream products. Alright, with eyebrows vaguely tamed, we're gonna go in for some concealer. Because I'm having some breakouts, I'm actually gonna mix my concealer on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna be taking a little bit of Shape Tape. And since I can't find my Urban Decay Peach color corrector, I'm gonna be taking a bit of Algenist color corrector in Apricot. Okay, what's up with the pit fruits? And then my trusty Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. I really should own a lot more of these than I do. Can we all talk about how good the Shape Tape smells? I feel like that's not a thing I heard about when I was watching reviews before I dove in and bought it. I feel like all I heard about was how good it shaped and taped, but not how friggin' fabulous it smells. Welcome to the Gabrielle Likes to Huff Her Products channel. And a bit of bouncing. Because the eyes are the focal point, I just kind of want to add some color to my cheeks and not necessarily make my cheeks pop. So, for that instance, we're going to take Tarte's Amazonian Clay Blush in Party. So I'm not really a big contour person, but when it comes to weddings, I am into glow. Yes, this is the original Anastasia Glow Kit in Gleam, and I love these for fancy events, especially since limited edition. I try to use it more sparingly, but when it's a wedding, especially a summer wedding where, you know, you're gonna be dewy and glowy, this is the perfect face palette. Do they come with mirrors now? That was the only thing I wish this palette had, was a mirror. So do the new ones have mirrors? So using that multitasking brush, we're gonna make it multitask some more with a bit of Mimosa. Mimosa. So because I'm a little crazy into the glow, I also love to take a little bit of hard candy over whatever blush I'm wearing to give it a little more longevity and just a little more fun. While Crushed Pearl and Starburst are beautiful highlight colors, I am a little extra at weddings. And so I'm going to take one product I know you can get, and one product I'm sorry is, I don't know if it was limited edition or it just ran out and they didn't like it anymore, or it wasn't a hot seller. It is a Midnight Magic powder that I got from Sephora. First, we are diving into Show Gold with a London Brush Company fan brush. Just, yeah, all of it. Yeah, all of it. Yes. It's a wedding, why not be a little extra? Come on. Alrighty, this is it's a lot of face, and so we're just gonna go quick in with a lipstick that doesn't need liner. It's one of those ones you can just swipe on and refresh throughout the night without worrying that you have to have, honestly, even a mirror. I put this on several times at my cousin's wedding without a mirror, just knowing where my lip line was, and it's a really beautiful color that, you know, doesn't need a lot of fuss, and that would be MAC's Plum Dandy lipstick. This is MAC's Plum Dandy. It is a beautiful rose gold with like a lavender shift. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this trip down memory lane with the Kat Von D Vida Loca palette, and that I may have tempted you into jumping into the cool waters of the Alchemist palette with me. If you guys enjoyed this tutorial, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, as all the YouTubers say. I'd really love to hear you guys' feedback and ideas of videos you'd like to see. I have a really special one coming up next week that I can't wait to share with you, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!